The question I have is, but first let me show you these people. Do you think these people are charismatic? Atatürk, the founder of Turkey, and then Frida Kahlo, and George Clooney. Do you think they are charismatic?
Yes.
Okay, can you please tell me, who else are charismatic from your point of view?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Definitely. Who else?
Queen.
Queen.
Ah,
Yes.
Prince.
Prince. They sound like a royal family, but they are not. Who else?
David Beckham.
David Beckham. Don't mind my handwriting. I can read it.
Roger Federer. Yes.
Yeah. I was told that. That he's the most, charismatic person in Switzerland. Who else?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. What a charisma he has. Enough for now. I have also a big collection of charismatic people from my, ex presentations. Let's just look at them. And these are some of the ones from the Turkish, from Turkey. You can see our Prime Minister, Mr. Erdogan. You can see some businessmen here, some actors, politicians, writers, singers, different people. And also from the world, you can see these people, also actors, politicians. We have Gandhi there.
Thatcher is a good one.
Yes, definitely. But you see, if I make a test now to each one of you, if I bring you to a room with all this list, and you have to write down, on the side of each person, if you think that person is charismatic or not, there's a possibility that some of you will not find some of these people charismatic. Is that correct? Not even that, you will even find them quite repulsive. The opposite of charismatic. Well, that teaches us something. It is subjective. Charisma is subjective. There is no general rule. We cannot say this person is charismatic, is or written on the stone, carved in the stone, or not. But that also shows another thing. If it is subjective, then there is a possibility that some people. Okay, well, let me first say this: we are all charismatic. Everybody in the world is charismatic. Charisma is the art of influence. Anyone who can influence other people is charismatic. Okay, some people have the DNA version of charisma. Yes, they are by nature charismatic. I have no doubt about that. I will come to that later. But everyone is charismatic. But if you don't find some of these people charismatic, there is a chance that some people will not find you charismatic. Then, as human beings, we need to develop our already existing charisma. This is why I gave this speech. Max Weber, the 20th century famous sociologist, he said that charisma, as coming from Greek, the word meaning gift of God, the charismatic people, he says, they have this, magical, this S, instead of S, the C, they have this superhuman, supernatural, properties, a charismatic person. We think that the charismatic person has some magic in himself, or in herself, both women and men. So, Albert Mahabian, a scientist, he came up with this scientific study, on how to have the best communication level on any given circumstances, in a dialogue or to a public speaking, it doesn't matter what it is. But there is a 100% successful rate, let's say, and he came up with some properties that make up this success. And one of them is words. We say words, we speak, we say sentences. Sometimes we put question mark at the end while speaking, or period, or semicolon. So can you please tell me, or guess, what percentage of words, well, if you know it, please don't tell me. Some people may know this already. But what do you think the words weigh in a 100% successful rate for communication? What percentage can it be? 10, 20, 50, 90? Can you guess?
50.
50%. So you think 50% words make 50% part of the success for communication. Do you have an idea?
I would venture the same guess.
Yes. What? 50%? 80. 80. Okay.
Less than 50.
Less than.
Less than 50.
Less
I said
than
20.
20.
Yes.
10.
10.
10.
My goodness, that's why we have science. 10, 80. We must have science. Otherwise, we'll quite have a big fight here. It is 7%.
Yes, of course.
Words don't mean anything. Okay, unless you are totally out of context, or you say something really, stupid.
But this is culture specific.
No, this is general.
Oh, I disagree.
We can
In
discuss it later.
Finland, the word varies a lot.
This is generally speaking.
We don't say many words, but when we say something,
Okay.
it means.
Generally speaking, it's 7%. Well, then what do you think the body language weighs for? How many percentages is body language?
80%.
80%. Now we are, yes,
Very high.
high.
Very high. Because
How much?
40.
I
I'm
have
in science.
experience, I meet a
Much
lot of
is not-
clients and
Someone said 40, I guess.
80.
80, 90.
95.
It cannot be 95 because 95 plus 7 is 102. It cannot be more than 92. By the way, scientifically, it cannot be more than 92. But there's one other property to talk about. It is 55. 55% is the body language, including clothing and everything. Then 55 plus 7 is 62. Then we have 38 left. What can 38 be?
Prejudices, perceptions.
No. What can 38 be?
Eye contact.
No.
Smiling.
Body smell? Body smell?
No.
Appearance?
No. It is the tone of voice. It's the tone of voice. It's not, it's the tone. The tone. So it's not what you say is important. Is
So how you say?
how you say it. With which tone of voice you say it is important. So this all becomes together. It becomes also charisma. But charisma, in the sense, scientifically, is actually the non-behavioral things that you see when you see the person. The person comes in, he did not speak yet. You see his clothing, his body language, everything, and you say, wow, he's a charismatic person, or she's a charismatic person. Then the person starts to talk. Then you have two options. You either think that he's, he's crushed,
Like David Beckham.
or he's horrible, I don't know. Or you think he's really charismatic when he continues speaking. So, we need to take into consideration that there are some resources of charisma and styles of charisma that we need to learn and use. So I will mention today to you 3 resources focusing power and humanity. And then I will also mention, while mentioning these 3 resources, I will also explain 4 styles: focus, authority, kindness, and visionary. So